This is a $99 tablet and this is a $500 iPad, and today we're going to be comparing these to see what the difference actually is. So first, I'm going to talk about the 5 pros of the iPad, and then I'm going to talk about the 5 pros of the $99 tablet called the Blackview Tab 70. Okay, so let's start off with the pros of the iPad. Now the first thing you're going to notice about this iPad mini is the cameras are significantly better. Now while the Tab 70 does have an advantage with the cameras, which I'll talk about later, the iPad mini, just overall the image looks a little bit better, and I would say that it's gonna get the win in the cameras category. Now the next category that the iPad is gonna win in is the screens. Not only are these bezels nice and small to give this tablet a nice modern feel, but the screen is a lot higher resolution, it's brighter, and it just feels more touch responsive. And all this put together just gives you a super premium feel that you just don't get with a $99 tablet. And I mean, that goes for any tablet that's like under $300. Even Apple's cheaper iPads don't have that same amazing experience. Bruh. That's my dog. Now another thing you're going to notice is the microphones and the speakers are a lot better on the iPad. Not only are they louder and have a little bit more bass, but they definitely feel a little bit more surround than the Tab 70. And there's not like a giant difference between these two. I'm actually quite surprised at these speakers on the Tab 70, but the iPad is still going to take the win here. Now this is kind of opinion based, but I love the Apple software experience. While the Android software experience is great on this tablet, and there's quite a few things that I like, but the operating system on the iPad, I'm just a fan of it. I love the way it works with the other Apple products. And it is nice that the iPad also has that Apple Pencil support, which is just so cool. And I would have to give it to this, but this is kind of more personal opinion on which operating system you like better. But the biggest thing that the iPad mini has over this Tab 70 is that the iPad mini is just way faster. This is something that iPads just destroy any other tablet with, and the speed of them is just amazing. And right before we jump into the pros of this tablet, I just want to mention I spend a bunch of time editing these videos. Yeah, it's true. For you guys. And if you're enjoying it, make sure you hit that subscribe button because it helps out me and allows me to produce more videos like this for you. So please go down, it does not cost anything, hit that subscribe button. And now the first pro of the Tab 70. And that is that it has a headphone jack, which is really nice because, I mean, iPads have removed those for a long time, and if you want to plug in some old headphones or some nice over-ear headphones that don't cost like $200, it is so nice that this has a nice headphone jack and is going to be the first pro of this Tab 70. Now the next thing is it has expandable storage, a little micro SD card slot right here. So with the iPad, you run out of storage, you're done. With this, it is so nice that you can just pop in a new micro SD card, and I think it also has 64 gigabytes of built-in storage. So you have 2 different ways of getting storage into this. Okay, this thing has the selfie camera in the right spot. So instead of putting the selfie camera up here, which who uses their iPad like this? Most of the time I'm using it like this, and it is so nice that this has a selfie camera in the right spot. Now also, this has a bigger screen than the iPad mini, and again, it would be a little bit more fair to compare this to the normal iPad, but yeah, I have the iPad mini again, so this definitely has a bigger screen, and it is nice that it's bigger compared to a $500 tablet. Okay, but the biggest thing about this Tab 70 is the price. And I'm really surprised at this because, I mean, this tablet definitely works pretty well. You can play some games on it if you want to. You can search the web, you can do some Zoom calls, and I just think for $100, I am pretty impressed. It also has a flash, which I would not be expecting for a $99 tablet. The processor is slow, but it's not that slow, and I mean, again, we're talking about a $99 tablet here. So that brings me to the question, who are these for? And I mean, the iPad mini is gonna be for the person who wants more of a pro level iPad in a nice small compact size with all the bells and whistles. But if you're just getting it for your kid who's maybe just gonna do some schoolwork on it, then I think this Tab 70 is a great option. And just so you know, the battery life is about the same on both. While the Tab 70 does last a little bit longer, the iPad mini charges up way faster, so that's something to consider.